Transform yourself in 90 days. Get ready for 2025 with Stoicism. Have you ever stopped to reflect on the life you're living? I'm speaking to you, who for the past few months, or even years, has been walking like a zombie, trapped in an automatic routine. Look around you right now. What do you see? A world full of opportunities or a suffocating cycle of boredom and dissatisfaction? It's time to put an end to this and shake up your reality. If you continue at this pace, the only sign of change will be the number on the calendar. And when you look back, what will you see? A journey full of victories and growth, or a life wasted on bad habits? In just 90 days, you can transform your life in surprising ways. But for that, you need courage and determination. Stoicism teaches that true change doesn't happen around us, but rather within us. It's an internal battle, and only you can decide to face it. Are you willing to confront your fears and break the limiting beliefs that keep you trapped? The year 2025 is just around the corner, and if you don't act now, another year will pass while your true potential remains suffocated. The moment is now. Wake up. Leave apathy behind. Do you want to look in the mirror and see someone you barely recognize? Someone who has left their dreams behind? Of course not. It's time to awaken to reality and prepare for a transformation that will surprise not only you, but everyone around you. The future is in your hands, but it will only materialize if you do something about it. Are you ready for this change? Then follow me, because in the next few minutes, we're going to dive into a path of liberation. And at the end of this video, I have an important message for you. Let's start this journey by releasing attachments, be they objects, habits, or emotions. The ability to let go of what we think is essential can manifest in various ways in our lives. It could be something simple, like setting aside your favorite sweet. The goal here is to explore the power of self-control, one of the greatest forms of freedom we can achieve. In the coming days, what would you like to leave behind? It could be that corrosive feeling like fear or self-criticism that limits you. Perhaps it's a harmful habit, like procrastination, or the excessive consumption of social media that keeps you in an unproductive cycle. Ask yourself, what is preventing me from being the best version of myself? This questioning is essential, because the life you truly desire lies beyond the barriers you carry. True happiness doesn't depend on the things you are waiting to abandon, but rather on the conscious choices you make daily, and the actions you take to build something meaningful. Letting go of what no longer serves you is the first step on a journey that can transform not only your routine, but also your vision for the future. This journey, of course, won't be easy. But remember, every small victory counts. Each time you make a choice that reflects who you truly want to be, you move closer to the life you wish to live. If you're ready for this transformation, especially with the arrival of 2025, mark it here in the comments. Next year, I will be a new version of myself. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. It's simple and free. Now, let's continue. One of the most important pillars of Stoicism is self-control. It teaches us that we have the power to choose how we interpret the events around us. Have you ever thought about that? If you've been following the channel's videos, you've probably encountered this powerful idea. But still, how many times do we let others or external situations control our emotions? Why do we do this? Every day we face challenges that test our ability to stay calm. It could be a work problem that overwhelms you, a disagreement with a family member, or even an unforeseen event that disrupts your routine. In those moments, it's easy to lose control. But what if I told you there's a way to regain that control? My proposal is simple. Together, let's explore how we react to various situations in life. And for that, it's essential to develop self-awareness. The first step is to identify your impulses, your reactions, and automatic judgments. At first, this may feel uncomfortable, but the reward is immense. Remember the last time you faced a personal crisis? You felt like everything was collapsing. The weight on your shoulders felt unbearable, right? Instead of being consumed by stress, try taking a break. Take a deep breath. Observe the situation clearly. Yes, the challenge is real and demands your best, but how you choose to react is a decision only you can make. You could panic, sink into frustration. In fact, they can make the situation worse. Instead, stay calm, objectively analyze what's happening, and face the problem with a clear mind. This principle applies to any area of your life. If, for example, someone close to you, a friend Perhaps this person is trying to test your patience, or maybe they are emotionally unstable themselves. But remember, it only affects you if you allow it. You have the power to decide how to respond. Before reacting impulsively, pause, observe the situation carefully, and ask yourself. By developing this ability to maintain emotional balance, you will notice that the quality of your life improves significantly. When you start preparing to face life's challenges, you are not only strengthening your capacity to deal with problems, but also cultivating an inner serenity that doesn't depend on external situations. As the days and months go by, you will realize something essential. You have a choice. This choice isn't limited to what happens to you, but is centered on how you decide to react. And that's true freedom. Replacing negativity with positivity is a powerful process. Imagine your thoughts as the walls of your home. If every morning you decided to paint those walls a dark and oppressive color, how would you feel returning home at the end of the day? Surely the environment would be suffocating, making it hard to find joy or comfort. Similarly, when we let negative thoughts take over our minds, it becomes a heavy place, draining our energy and shaping a distorted view of life. These negative thoughts create a vicious cycle. They fuel frustration, self-criticism, and low self-esteem. Thus, you end up distancing yourself from the fulfilling life you deserve to live. The proposal here is simple. Interrupt that cycle. Just as you wouldn't allow garbage to accumulate in your home, you shouldn't let toxic thoughts settle in your mind. It's curious how often we place more value on material things than on our mental health. But this perception can be transformed. We can learn to value our mind, recognizing the enormous impact it has on our lives. Facing negative thoughts is crucial before they become mental monsters that imprison us. For instance, in relationships, it's common to catch ourselves thinking, "He doesn't care about me anymore," or "She has lost interest." These thoughts create invisible barriers, harming communication and connection. Almost every experience of discomfort can turn into a mental monster if we feed our minds with negativity. Failures, heartbreaks, and past mistakes can become burdens that prevent us from moving forward. So, it's time to put an end to this cycle. Start clearing your mind of the mental junk by avoiding reliving painful experiences that no longer serve you. Take care of your mind with the same dedication you give to your material possessions. By doing this, you create space for a lighter, more positive mental environment. Then, redirect your memories constructively by focusing on events and thoughts that strengthen and inspire you. Making tough decisions is not just an external challenge, it's an internal debate. Silencing our inner critic is essential. That voice ready to point out past mistakes needs to be confronted. Instead of sinking into self-deprecation, we must learn to defend ourselves by remembering moments of intelligence, courage, and resilience. We all make mistakes. No one is perfect, but we also have a history of achievements and triumphs. When you seek self-awareness, you begin to see more holistically. Accept your flaws as part of personal growth. It's like sculpting a stronger, more confident version of yourself. And on this journey, imagine waking up every morning and instead of automatically rising for another day of routine, you take a moment to reflect on the miracle of being alive. Feel the energy coursing through your veins as you take a deep breath and contemplate the complexity and beauty of the life you're living. The simple fact that you can think, feel, enjoy, and love, even amidst challenges, is already a privilege. Recognize that you are here, experiencing the present, being part of this grand spectacle called life. It's natural that when difficulties approach or sadness knocks at the door, our minds start focusing on the negative side of things. Often, we are so busy with work stress or daily worries that we forget to appreciate the little things. It could be the roof over our heads, the food on the table, or even a warm conversation with parents or grandparents on a sunny afternoon. Therefore, cultivating sincere gratitude becomes essential. This practice goes beyond simply saying, "Thank you." Historically, gratitude has been expressed in various ways, but often without true significance. Here, we are invited to go beyond mere words and cultivate a gratitude that transcends formality. Think of the little things that often go unnoticed, like the smile of a stranger that brightens your day, the kind gesture of a colleague offering to help, or the warmth of the sun on your face during a stroll. These simple moments can bring a sense of peace and joy that, in the rush of everyday life, we often overlook. Don't forget the people who make a difference in your life. like that friend who's always by your side, the family member who supports you, or the mentor who inspires you to continue on your path. They are true anchors of gratitude, often forgotten amidst the routine. Moreover, the practice of gratitude allows us to reflect on our own efforts and accomplishments, no matter how small, in a society that frequently pressures us to want more. More success, more material goods. It's an invitation to pause, where we can savor the victories that normally go unnoticed. In the coming days, I propose that you incorporate gratitude practically into your routine. Upon waking up, take a few minutes to reflect on what you truly value. Recording these reflections can be simple, such as, "Today, I was blessed with a beautiful sunrise," or "I am alive and healthy." Over time, this practice will strengthen your connection to the present and help cultivate a stoic confidence, where you find inner contentment regardless of external circumstances. This journey isn't just about recognizing great victories. It's also about discovering and appreciating the small things that make life rich and meaningful. By considering what you already have, you will open space for more joy, contentment, and genuine connections. At the end of this journey, you will realize that by making gratitude a central part of your life, you profoundly and rigorously transform your existence, creating a lighter and more vibrant mental environment. Now, think about turning your complaints and procrastination into positive actions. Have you ever stopped to reflect on how many times during the day you catch yourself complaining about something? It might be a lack of time, a pile of seemingly endless tasks, or those little obligations that accumulate like stones in your path. Often, these complaints signal that something isn't going well, but they can also be seen as the importance of all the victories that surround us. Cultivating gratitude goes far beyond simply expressing an automatic "thank you." It's about truly diving into the nuances of appreciation, recording the small and large things that often go unnoticed in our routine. The simple act of taking a deep breath, feeling the warmth of the sun on your face, or enjoying the comfort of a home-cooked meal are examples of how we can start to appreciate life on a deeper level. By developing this practice of gratitude, you can transform your mental state. It's common, amidst chaos and challenges, to focus on what's going wrong, but gratitude invites you to shift your focus. This doesn't mean ignoring problems. Rather, it strengthens you internally to better cope with them. Each morning, by taking a few minutes to reflect on what you value, you are already building a more positive and resilient mindset. In the long run, gratitude not only brings more contentment and peace of mind, but also connects you with the Stoic idea that happiness comes from within, regardless of external circumstances. By practicing it daily, you will discover that it is possible to find joy in simple, everyday things, changing your perception, and consequently, your life. When you eliminate complaints, you cut off the source of that negativity and create space for a more positive and constructive mindset. Whether it's about traffic, your boss, or the weather, each complaint drains your energy and contributes to a more pessimistic view of life. By committing to stop complaining, you redirect that energy towards something more productive. Instead of focusing on the problems, start concentrating on the solutions and the lessons that each difficult situation can bring. To get started, try a simple experiment. Whenever you feel the urge to complain, pause and ask yourself. Over time, this practice will transform the way you face daily challenges. Moreover, as I mentioned earlier, recording the small things you are grateful for can be a powerful tool. When you focus on gratitude, it becomes harder to be consumed by frustrations. This practice not only transforms the way you think, but also improves your interactions with others, creating a lighter and more positive environment around you. As the months pass, you will realize that by stopping complaining and focusing on gratitude, your life becomes richer, fuller of meaning, and most importantly, lighter. This type of change affects not only your well-being, but also those around you. After all, positivity is contagious, and by radiating it, you will be contributing to a better world. The opportunity to do something meaningful with your life is right in front of you now. What you decide to do in the next 90 days can be the chance for a profound transformation. Instead of viewing difficulties as insurmountable barriers, see them as tests that will strengthen your determination and resilience. After all, difficulties are not the end of the journey. They mark the beginning of a new phase in which you have the power to shape your destiny. By adopting a growth mindset, you will see that obstacles can be overcome, solutions can transform into actions, and that with effort and discipline, great achievements are possible. Think of your complaints not as final points, but as the beginnings of a plan of action. Thus, with each challenge you overcome, you will gain more confidence and strength to continue evolving. Remember that the most significant changes happen incrementally. Small, consistent actions accumulate extraordinary results over time. If you are dissatisfied with some aspect of your life, now is the time to commit to change. Act today, and in 90 days, you will be surprised by how much you have progressed. After all, as Marcus Aurelius reminds us, our lives are shaped by our thoughts. By transforming your words, thoughts, and attitudes, you will be able to transform your reality and create the fulfilling and rewarding life you have always desired. The power is in your hands, and the decision to act or continue waiting is solely yours. Stand up, fight, and make it all worthwhile. Don't let yourself be carried away by conformity. Here on YouTube, you'll find a flood of people telling you to leave the country to escape while there's still time due to new laws and complicated politics. But I tell you, this is our country. I won't run away because of this or that. I'm here to carve my own path without following the herd. 2025 could be the year of your personal revolution, and that depends only on you, not on what others say. Everything starts now. Be prepared to become unrecognizable, no matter what comes your way. Keep hope alive. If you've made it this far, it's because you're seeking true change in your life and are ready to take the first step toward an incredible transformation. If this content resonated with you, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. By subscribing, you will not only stay updated on all new content, but also join a community dedicated to evolution and personal growth, and more. Leave a like to show that you are committed to change. Your support is essential for us to continue bringing inspiring and motivational content to everyone. Oh, and don't stop there. Share this video with your family. After all, transformation is even more powerful when done together. Help your friends and loved ones awaken to life and become the best versions of themselves. Also, leave a comment. We love hearing your thoughts and experiences. How about sharing what you liked most about the video, or what you hope to achieve in the next 90 days? If you don't want to comment, just write gratitude to mark your presence here. May God be with you and in peace. Until next time, my friends, thank you all.